It is already way too warm for this Dixon in here, you guys. I'm going to try my best. Pow, there it is. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome, man. Hello. Yeah. It's Mother Truckin' Thursday, which means it's Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. It's not just Mother Truckin' Thursday. Today is Thursday, November 11th, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to anybody that has served. We are dedicating tonight's live stream to those that have fought for this country, the veterans out there. I know there are some in chat tonight. I know for sure there are some in my Patreon as well. So thank you. Thank you for your service. Happy freaking Veterans Day. In fact, let me just take a second because I know he's here. I'm going to shout out, just because he was the only one that I saw that posted it in the Discord. I want to wish a very, respectful Veterans Day to our very own Tribal Buddha. Look at this young Tribal Buddha, fresh out of boot camp, ready to serve his country. I took this picture and I cleaned it up a little bit in Photoshop, ran it through some filters. You're looking good, Tribal Buddha. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you all for your service. It's Veterans Day, and we're celebrating some freedom over here, dude. We got beer, we got nicotine, we have good times. Let me do a quick rundown for you as far as what's happening tonight. Of course, I have what I've been vaping. Of course, I have a beer. Those go without saying. I do have some mail, but it's a very limited amount of mail, which is good because there's other stuff I wanted to do. We're going to do a review for a thing that never got a review tonight. We're going to have some a retro vaping tonight from the giant retro box that we got last week. We're going to have a very random liquid tasting. The butt cake's going to be back up on the chopping block tonight. I'm going to pepper in just a little bit of news and advocacy because, once again, this is all that I really care about. This little call to action right here. Fight the tax. Do this call to action. Do it. And then do it again, send it to somebody else, have them do it, send it to your family, your friends. Literally anybody can do this call to action. This is an incredibly, incredibly important call to action. So with that out of the way, let me do a quick, let me get through the rest of this rundown. That's right. What did I say? Mail. I think we're also going to review a band tonight. This is a service that I evidently offer now. So we're going to be reviewing a band tonight. Who knows? You know what? The rest is going to be question mark. The rest is going to be, we're just flying by the seat of our pants tonight. I see you there, Thobai, Frankenmiser, Pam, Chrome, Jason, two Jasons in the house, Sick Boy. I appreciate you guys being here tonight. The Dixon's done. That was it. That was the Ghost Dixon. It's the most I can get out of it. Weather in Southern California. Look, what on earth am I complaining about? It's awesome. It's great all the time, year round. I was about to complain about winter, that it doesn't really get cold. I just think it's cold, so I put on extra layers and end up getting too warm. That's a dumb thing to complain about. That is truly a dumb thing to complain about. But before we get any further into this vlog live stream tonight, I would like to do that thing where I get to hear from one of my favorite not from one of my favorite subscribers, although he could be one of my favorite subscribers. Like, look, I don't know. We're going to do that one thing where I get to hear from one of my subscribers. There was an Assignment America for that one thing. That one thing at the beginning of the video here. There was an Assignment America. Does anybody remember the Assignment America? America's Funniest Home Videos, Bob Saget. Ha, ha, ha. There was an Assignment America. I just wanted to see your favorite setups. So we had some Assignment America pictures as well as a video. But I just wanted to share some of these Assignment Americas. I'm fascinated with what other people vape. And this, it was a little bit, it was a little bit eye-opening to me. The first one, oh no. Oh, I showed it to you too soon. Oh, man. Here, I have to get this out of the way. Now you don't get to see that one. Damn it. Okay, we're going to start here because I got ahead of myself. Assignment America from Andrew. He says, this bad boy has been going through a lot. He's been my ride or die since 2019. It's a Vape Sig VT Box 250C. Don't know anything about this. Has a DNA 250 color screen. There lies an iJoy Captain RTA with flush posts. Fun fact, this mod and tank have been dropped close to 100 times on concrete. You know, I believe it. I believe it. And it survived falling off my tailgate going down the highway. It's been through 2 screens, but that's so much better than a clumsy man like me keep buying mods every 6 months. The Captain RTA is also comfortable without a drip tip. Is it? If you're like me and you get tired of replacing them once every 2 weeks. Now listen, Andrew, I do not replace drip tips every 2 weeks, Andrew. I don't know what you're doing with your drip tips. Please be more careful with those drip tips. Wait till you guys, I love this device. Look at this thing. VT Box 250C with a drip tipless iJoy Captain RTA on top. And it's just a beater. And I love long lasting, whoa, it looks like the side of my head is his thumb. I don't know why that's so entertaining to me. It perfectly lines up. Okay, that's weird. I'm the side of his thumb. I love beater mods. I love mods that you see where you're like, yes, that person has been vaping that device for years. Years. That's my favorite. I had another one here from Todd. I apologize. I'm going to read this. It says, yo, Nick, this is my favorite setup as you requested. That's a Dwarf DL on a Pico. Don't forget to tell your subscribers to follow Craft Beer and Vapor Clouds on Facebook. That's right. If you guys are on Facebook, go hit up Craft Beer and Vapor Clouds. The Pico with the Dwarf. That is Todd Elrod's favorite setup. Nicholas has a very similar setup. He said, this has been my ride or die for a year. Dwarf DL on the Dovpo College DNA 60. That's 2 dwarfs. 1 Assignment America, 2 dwarf RTAs already are people's favorite RTAs. I didn't know the dwarf was that popular. I was late to the dwarf party. Late to the dwarf party. We had one here from Dave Lloyd. Where you at, Dave Lloyd? He says, this is my best setup. Ragnar with some dual breeze tones aliens on an Odin 250C. My ADV is pound 3 milligram. Dave Lloyd, that kind of reminds me of this setup that I have going with that Scotchua tank on there. Although we're not here yet, we have very similar setups there. I think your RTA might be a little bit, you know, what's the word? Beefier, bigger, beefier. And then lastly, in the Assignment America, show me your favorite setups. We have a video from Jennings. What say you, Jennings?
Assignment America? Let's go. Because Nick told me to. Purge, back to basics. V5 with the Nightmare 25. I know you never liked the Nightmare 25. Well, you know what? This is America. I don't know, I'm just playing, Nick. Love you, brother.
Hey, I love you too, man. And you know what? You're right. This is America. I think you were making a bigger point there than you intended to. But yes, damn right. We don't have to enjoy the same things because this is America. Thank you. Appreciate that. Assignment America is still on. Still on Assignment America. I want to see a video. I'd prefer videos over pictures, but if you want to send pictures, I'm totally cool with that. Just flip the camera around, shoot a quick video, and show me your favorite setup. Your absolute, like right now, your jam, your favorite setup, what you go to, what's like your jam. That's what I want to know. I didn't know I would see so many dwarfs, and I certainly wasn't expecting a college DNA 60. Like, it was a cool side-by-side, but I don't know. This is why I love seeing other people's setups and what other people vape, you know? It gives me ideas. It kind of makes me rethink things or revisit things. Anyway, it's just real interesting. I get a video from New Wave Dave just shouting yak bong. Yak bong! That's fine. So that was my favorite thing, Assignment America. Assignment America is still going. If you can give me a video that's more entertaining than Jennings' video there, look, let's turn this into a Let's turn this into a competition. Entertain me. Entertain me. I'm just kidding. But sure, send those videos on over. Send them to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. Before we do the super chats, look, I have a beer, you guys. It's just sitting here. It looks sad. It's like, hey, remember me? And I'm like, yes, beer. Now, this is going to be one of those things I have to search. You know, I didn't do any reconnaissance. I didn't do anything for this particular beer, and I'd like to know a little bit about it. But what we have, this is a beer that came from my old buddy Dimlit Knight. Wherever you are, Dimlit Knight, I hope you're doing good, man. This came from New Glarus. This is a Wisconsin beer, I believed. It says, yeah, only brewed in Wisconsin, employee-owned, New Glarus. I remember when my camera focused on things. Fat Squirrel. How do you not want to drink a beer called Fat Squirrel from New Glarus? Thank you, Matt Sinister, for the bottle opener. Ha! That's somewhere. Only in Wisconsin. Fat Squirrel. Fat Squirrel. Here we go. Grimm Army, tulip glass. Let's see how this pours. Oh, look at that. It's like a nice sort of brownish amber color there. That looks delightful. That looks delicious, Kev. Don't you want some of that, Kev? I know you want some, Kev. You don't have to lie. Cheers, you guys. So, I don't know anything about this. Let's just go in blind. That is delightful. Holy crap, that is a sessionable beer. And I even get some like back-end sweetness. That's not a thing that I usually get. Back-end sweetness. Usually all the sweetness is up front. On the drink down, you know, you get whatever, some residual flavorings, but the smoothness, or like the flavor, that sweetness really kind of popped at the end. What does this even say? One deceptively spring-like winter day, Brewmaster Dan walked home from the brewery, sat down to dinner, and said, "Boy, there are some fat squirrels out there. They're running all over the place. I think we should brew a Fat Squirrel Nut Brown Ale." That's how this beer was born. 100% Wisconsin malt of 6 different varieties impacts the natural toasted color to this bottle-conditioned, unfiltered ale. Clean hazelnut notes. Yes. I couldn't place it. I could not place this flavor. Clean hazelnut notes result from these carefully chosen barley hops. Hops from Slovenia, Bavaria, the Pacific Northwest. Really gives Fat Squirrel its backbone. Yeah. Nut brown ale, hazelnuts, sweetness. Sweet. Sweet isn't usually a component that you're looking for or that you're watching out for in beer. And that's why I like it so much. I'm going to drink this whole glass right now. I'm going to drink this whole glass right now. In fact, this is shaping up right now to be an incredible liquid tasting. This is going to be amazing. What we have is the New Glarus Fat Squirrel. We've got the Maven Tobacco from last week, still in the Asgard Mini. Clutch from My Vapes. Button from Opium Resin Art. This is a setup that really all came together. I love it from top to bottom. I even like the clear drip tip that gets dirty from the brown liquid. I think this is going to be a great pairing. Great. Better than great. There's a burp. There it is. Sorry. Gross. There it is. Okay. Let's pair. Did that completely wrong. Still pretty good. Let's pair the correct way now. What was I doing? What was that right there? I've been drinking beer on this YouTube since 2013, and that's the first time I think I've done a beer pairing wrong. Yo to you, Christopher. Did you see your mod pass in action in that opener? Maybe I have to explain that a little bit. Angels singing. I just hear angels singing when this vape pairing happens. Angels singing. I did it wrong again. That's it. That wins. Someone mark the date. 11/11. Oh, 11/11. Oh, it's 11/11. I should have done like a Spinal Tap theme. Spinal Tap. Well, these go to 11. I need to chew some gum. I could get out the Snape wig. Like, look, we could turn this around into a Spinal Tap stream if you really wanted to. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to enjoy our new Glarus from Dimlit Night, the Fat Squirrel, and that Maven. Damn, that's a good beer pairing. This is one of the reasons why I like tobacco liquids so much, because beer. Because beer, now because Super Chats. I can already tell we're going to be running long. I can just tell. Tribal Buddha, Misfits Dixon drops at 5 p.m. We need to pause the vlog for a few moments. Oh, it's happening soon. Oh, no. Am I going to miss this Dixon drop? The Misfits flannel looks rad as hell, too. I hope Will's going to get one. Will, make the Misfits your first Dixon. Matt Sinister says, my cat says there's a fourth poll choice. Oh, jabroni. Dang. Matt Sinister's cat. I love this cat, this like wrestling style cat feud between Matt Sinister's cat and New Wave Dave's cat. This is great. Who thought a cat rivalry would be one of my highlights of 2021? You know, it's the internet. SVK Vapes. First of all, I hope you're doing good. He says, first of all, happy Vets Day to all. And second of all, I just want to let you know that my wife passed today. But I was going to stay off, but I needed that cool kid support and feels. Love you all and the pickles. I love you, SVK Vapes. I'm really very saddened to hear that. That is really very sad. Here's what I'll say, SVK Vapes. We're here for you. The cool kids are here for you. Mourn in your own way. Mourn in the way that feels best to you. Don't listen to anybody else. Dick Roller, that's very gracious of you. A respectful Veterans Day to all of my brothers and sisters. Navy Chief, Navy Pride. Dick Roller, Navy. Fuck yeah, Navy. Very respectful Veterans Day. Thank you, Dick Roller, for being here. Dave Lloyd says, on the 11th month of... on the 11th month, on the 11th day, at the 11th hour, the guns fell silent, lest we forget. We will not forget, Dave Lloyd. We will not. Eifer says, I'm the side of his thumb. Pre-vlog shed time? No. I have a strong, firm stance on pre-vlog shed time. It is strictly forbidden. I am Mike Bloomberg of that. I am the World Health Organization of pre-vlog shed time. Prohibition only. Prohibition is the only way that works. It's just the only way that works. I did look like part... Dude, you saw it. I looked like part of his thumb. That was hilarious. New Wave Dave. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm missing this stream. Veterans Day get-together in my honor. Love you guys. Yak bong. New Wave Dave, a very respectful Veterans Day to you. Enjoy your get-together in your honor. The vlog is the last thing you should be worrying about today, bro. Queen, although I'm going to miss your cat, if you could sneak back in and like let us know how your cat's doing, or like how's he acting at the party? Is he, there's a Veterans Day get together. Is your cat allowed there? That's what I'm asking. Basically, Dave, is your cat allowed there? Queen Honey Buddy, shout out to my daughter, Gracie, a.k.a. Pooh Bear. Happy birthday. From Mom, glad I vape now. I don't have to give excuses why the house smells funny. Queen Honey Bunny, it's your daughter's birthday? Well, I think you know what that means. You didn't think I was going to let any more time pass by without singing happy freaking birthday. I don't even have my proper conductor's baton. I have to use a screwdriver. Let's sing happy birthday. Gracie, it's her birthday, so we're singing happy birthday to Gracie. We're also singing happy birthday, I believe, to Randy From the Patreon, I think I just checked the Patreon calendar. That's where we're at. Zaddy. Nope, Zaddy is in a while. Zaddy is next week. Tonight, this birthday song is dedicated to Gracie and to Randy from the Yo-Yo. Sinful. I know who you are, Randy. Randy's one of the old... I've known Randy a very long time. I met Randy in... When was that, bro? 2012? When you gave me that tiki from Halo? It was like 1 mil of tobacco liquid, and you're like, bro, this is the best liquid. You have to try it. And you gave me 1 mil of it, and it was great, and I vaped it. So happy birthday to Randy. Happy birthday to Gracie. I hope everybody sings with me. Ready? Let's have some beer first. This is your note. Happy birthday to Gracie and Randy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gracie and Randy. Gracie, a.k.a. Pooh Bear. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around. Skip around. Happy birthday to Gracie and Randy. Happy birthday. Dave Davis in with the super chat. Dave Davis, please tell me you're a superhero. Dave Davis, that's like the greatest superhero name. It's like Clark Kent, Wade Wilson, Peter Parker, Dave Davis. Please tell me this is your alter ego for a superhero. Enjoying Old Rasputin tonight. Oh, here's a devil beer on me. Thank you, Dave, for the monetary equivalent of the beast. Old Rasputin's a delicious, delicious beer, bro. Delicious beer. That was my first exposure to like a real proper stout. I've told this story at least 1,000 times. Eifer says he wants to try some Fat Squirrel. Are you in Wisconsin, Eifer? If you're not in Wisconsin, you don't get to try some Fat Squirrel. Oh, Joshy, my goshy, very gracious of you. Blackened Sweetness. Sounds like it's worth $3. It definitely is. Joshy, my goshy. Appreciate you, bro. You make me laugh. Rhett Falls says, you got some dirt on your lip. Throat mayo. No, you're thinking of Lube-Derb. Throat Lube-Derb. Vape Lube-Derb. Yes, this is for Movember, Rhett Falls. This is... Not everybody can be Rhett Falls. You see, Rhett Falls grows a beard out of his eyeballs. It's everywhere. The man is 80% hair, and he just grows a beard. It's like a Brillo pad. It's a mighty beard. Not everybody can do that, Rhett Falls. I can't. And so for November, for Movember, I'm rocking a mustache, you know? I've never taken part in Movember for awareness for men's health, things like I think we mentioned this last week. Male suicide and the cancer of the butt thing that we have. Well, I don't know why I can't think of it right now, but that thing is a thing for men's health. Let's all grow mustaches. I'm doing it. I'm doing it this month. And lastly, we got one more super chat from Fishy. Bro, Fishy, trying to decide which remaining bag of delicious popcorn I should open next. Thank you, Nick and Casey. You guys, Fishy, A, how great is that popcorn? 2, I hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well, Fishy. And 3, we killed it with that popcorn sale last week, you guys. We killed it. These cheerleaders got so much money. So much money. It wasn't as much as last, like 2 years ago we did the popcorn sale and it went on like all week and they just racked up money. It was only 3 days this year, but these cheerleaders, they won regionals. The last update was that they were going to regionals. They have won regionals and they get to go to nationals in Orlando, Florida with new uniforms because we helped them get new uniforms. I love that. Thank you for helping my family. Thank you for helping my nieces get some new, some sick new cheerleader uniforms. I'm just waiting. Like, we bought so much popcorn. We bought a goofy amount of popcorn. I can't wait for it to get here. It's literally the best popcorn on earth. Appreciate you, Fishy. Lenloy. How you doing, Lenloy? I was going to give you a 5 when I felt a paw. As I look around, I saw New Wave's Dave Cat pickpocket my wallet. What? New Wave Dave's cat is out of control. Len, I'm sorry. Look, we try to keep an eye on New Wave Dave's cat, but he gets riled up sometimes. He just becomes a pickpocket. He is the decider, according to the poll. Steal, Will, I know. I said bidet, good sir. I said bidet. Here's the thing. This weekend, the bidet is getting installed. It didn't happen this last weekend. I had a real busy weekend. I ended up working all day Sunday. This coming weekend, it's bidet time. Mark my words. It is bidet time this weekend. All right. That's going to wrap it up for some super chattings. I don't know if we did comments of the week last week, but here's what we're going to do right now. This is kind of going to be comments of the week, and I don't have a bumper for this. Can I use an old bumper? Nope. I don't have any bumpers for this. What we're going to do right now is just take a sec, we're like a half hour into the stream already. I'm sweating. Let's take a second and listen to some music. We are going to review a band. Yeah, fuck yeah. Apparently, like I said, this is a service that I offer now. If you are in a band and you own all the rights to your music and you would like to have me review your band, send it over to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. I will review your band. And that's literally what's going to happen right after. I apologize. I'm all over the place. This is literally what's going to happen right after I mention just a few things that I've been vaping. Now, I've done this what I've been vaping thing 1,000 different ways. I show everything. I mention everything. It's just going to be a constantly evolving thing. So I have a mess of pods on my desk. I'm a pod guy. I like pod rankings. I like trying every pod that I possibly can. So I have a whole mess of pods on my table. The pod I've been using... I apologize if you guys can hear that. There is a group chat text message chain going right now with 22 messages that I just missed. And all of them bing, 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 all over my computer. If I had to narrow my pods down to one pod I've been using, it's this. It's the Voopoo Doric. Don't worry, it's kind of dumb, but I like it. I'll have a review soon. 12 milligram watermelon from my man Mike effing Kurth. You're a lifesaver, bro. That's the pod I've been using. As far as fun vapes go, look, it's the Mike Vapes Clutch X18 with the Asgard Mini in that tobacco liquid. That has been thebomb.com. This has been a thing that will not leave my hand, apparently. It's the Boxer Classic with that new lethal RTA on top, single coil banger from GM and QP Designs. I'm hoping to have my review for this at least by Saturday. Maybe not tomorrow. If I can edit it fast enough tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, but most likely Saturday. This RTA surprised the ever-loving hell out of me. I have Breeze Tones, Yeah Nah Nah in here. This is a delicious liquid. Yo to you, Ashton. Really taken aback by how much I like this RTA. Really taken aback by the flavor of that RTA. Now, there's really not much else. It's been like these two things. It's been the Odin with the Scotchua that we did for the for the retro vape last week. I've just been using it. Just been using it like crazy. This has that Sad Boy key lime cookie in it. Ha! It's amazing. That's an amazing vape. Swag-ins. Yo, bro, I see you there. I also have the Typhon GT4S on top of the step. That's Poor Kids of Discord on the inside, mixed by our very own Sifu Mustache. Excellent. And just to, finish off my fetish with 3D printed mods right now, it's the Snowcap Avalanche. I was not a squonker. I was actually an avid anti-squonker. I would actually lobby against squonking until I got this. and now I can't stop squonking. It's that nitrous RDA combined with this snow cap avalanche. It's just a setup that it will not leave my hand. Will not. I've tried to set this down. It just shows up. Just shows up on my bedside. It's like, oh, what are you doing here? I thought I left you in my office. This nitrous RDA is so good. This avalanche is so good. There's Turk Pumpkin AF on the inside. This and this. Okay, and this. And this. Basically, all of what I've been vaping have been like my favorite setups. Like when everything comes together perfectly and you're just like, I never want to take this RTA off of this mod ever. That's where I'm at with a lot of this. Like this will just be a setup. Nothing can replace this. Nothing is going to go on top of this nitro. No, nothing is going to go on top of this avalanche. Nothing. These are like end game setups here. Anyway, that's what I've been vaping. You want me to list off every pod? Let me show you this pod. This will be the one and only time that I show you this pod on YouTube. I showed it on Instagram. I'm not going to promote this pod. I told this company, I do not want to promote your pod. I don't care how much you want to pay me. I can't possibly promote this pod. The problem is it vapes really well, and the liquid it comes with is fucking delicious, but it's a disposable, okay? This is a disposable, believe it or not. It can charge, but there's no way to take the pod out. It's a disposable. That's a fixed pod in there. Fill it up. Good to go. This comes in a package with a bottle of 30 milligram e-liquid. These are meant to be sold in convenience stores with e-liquid, with a 30 mil bottle of e-liquid. What's up? Not the real Gerard Butler. Watch what happens when you take a toot. Just watch. It's worse than what happens with this pop filter. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm an LED guy. I like bright multicolored LEDs. But these should never be on a pod. I feel like this is a terrible idea. And I feel like this is a terrible idea not because I think youths are going to use this. I don't think there's a youth that would go, oh, look at that multicolored pod that lights up on the bottom and lights up in the tank. Like, I don't think that youths are going to be attracted to this. I think this is firmly in the adult camp. You know, I think that there's a heavy nostalgia feeling with this. But I think that parents and politicians will think that kids are attracted to this, even though they wouldn't be attracted to this. It's the same thing with that UL watch. You remember the watch that was a vape as well? I reviewed that because I thought no kid would ever wear this. All that matters when you're young is being cool, and this is not cool in any way. I feel like this is not cool to a youth in any way, but I think, like I said, I think parents and politicians will think it is, and that's why I think this is a bad idea, and that's shitty, because this could be cool. I've been using this. The cola liquid that it comes with is amazing. It's so mentholated, it hurts. Hurts. Physically hurts. It's so mentholated. Anyway, I've been vaping the shit out of that pod, and you're never going to see it on YouTube, and I'll never talk about it again. You got it, Tribal Buddha? Woo! Happy Veterans Day to Tribal Buddha. He got his Misfits Dixon. Fuck yeah, Tribal Buddha. All right. Hell yeah, I'm stoked for you. I see you there, Overdrip. Your liquid's going to be up on the chopping block tonight. Mm-hmm. Right, Legion Vapes? Right? It's not stealthy enough for kids. This isn't hide it from your teacher. This isn't hide it from your parents. This is like, hey, Mom, look at my vape I got. It's lighting up my whole room. I just wish that cola wasn't so goddamn good because I just want to keep vaping it. I'm going to put that cola in something else. I didn't think I'd fall in love with a generic weird-ass Chinese mentholated cola, but it is good. It is good. So that, my friends, is more or less kind of what I've been vaping. That's what I've been vaping. If you're going to ask me what I've really, really been vaping, it's the squonker. It's the squonk. It's the squonk all day long. Squonking like hardcore. Let's see if there's any super chats come in. Yes, they did. Madam Vapes a lot. Very gracious of you to be here tonight. Aliens came and said it's either a Probin or give GrimmGreen $5. Whew. I am so glad you chose the second option, Madame Vapes a lot. Who wants to get probed? I'm never down for a good probing. Nobody is. Eifer says, go for the handlebar and become Nick Dastardly. No, I can't. I've like this handlebar, like I could twirl them upward. I don't know. I'm kind of going for that like 70s Chicago cop stash. My dad had a 70s Chicago cop stash growing up, and I want to have a Chicago 70s cop stash this month. Dave Davis, again, the superhero. That's very gracious of you. I really am Drunkle, the man, the myth, the bad influence. Yes. Furthering your bad influence with the 666 digits there, which I'm a big fan of, but that could get you into some hot water in a few parts of the country there, Dave Davis. Appreciate you, bro. Kennedy says, my servicemen, thank you. Dad, Air Force, UC, George, Navy. Oh, Uncle George was in the Navy. Rob was in the Air Force Special Unit. JT, Air Force, and Tim, Marines, still serving at the moment. Tim, yes, Kennedy, absolutely. Absolutely. Barbara Burgess says, oh, God, we got another New Wave's cat. New Wave Dave's cat said he's a veteran, but if he told you what he did in the military, he'd have to kill you. All right. Well, the last thing I need is more trouble from New Wave Dave's cat. That's the last thing I need. Happy Veterans Day to Grandpa Green. That's right. Love you. Grandpa Green served as well. In fact, I've told this story before. Grandpa Green, my grandfather Green, started smoking in the service. Yeah. Got straight up addicted to cigarettes, smoked a pipe until the day he died. So, that's it for the super chats. Where are we at? Holy crap. We have so much time. This is too much time. I don't know what to do with all of this time. Here's what we're going to do. I don't have a bumper for it, but Jeremy V, if I could get a timestamp at about 43 minutes and 5 seconds into the vlog, let's pause for a second and let's review a band for really. Let's for real review a band. Exactly. The Super Troopers stash. That's what I'm going for. It's okay. All is forgiven, George. You can be late anytime you want. We don't have any sort of like demerit or, point system here for being late. There's no mandates here at GrimmGreen Industries or anything like that. Let's review a band. I've been excited about this because I remember a few weeks ago, we listened to a band of vapors called Non-Lin. Remember Non-Lin? They were great, like noisy noisecore band from the UK, and I liked it a lot, and we played it on the vlog. Well, there's more. There are more vapors out there that are in bands. And one of those bands is named Opposite the Shipwreck. Opposite the Shipwreck. That's a cool band name. They hit me up. This is the only email I can find from them. Opposite the Shipwreck official said, "Hey, Nick, here's our first single. Feel free to let us know what you think. We're an up-and-coming pop-punk band from Virginia, currently working on our first EP. Kick ass." He says we're also on all major streaming platforms if the file doesn't work for some reason. Well, Opposite the Shipwreck, the file worked. The file worked great. And right now, we're going to spend, maybe it's a punk song, so it's not going to be, it's not going to be Stairway to Heaven. It's not going to be, Master of Puppets. It's not going to be 12 minutes long. It's a punk song. So it's about 2.5 minutes long, roughly 2.5 minutes long. So everybody take a second, just chill. We're going to listen to some punk rock, and I want you to rate this band along with me in the chat. Let me know what you think of this pop punk band, and then I'll give you my thoughts. I will review Opposite the Shipwreck, but for a second, let's just rock out for a second. Too loud? Too loud? Listen.
Another weeknight, there's nothing to do. All I can think about is me and you.
Hope you like this tempo. That's where it stays.
Drinking these beers without the courage to face my fears. When we started this, it was the house of our dreams, and now we burnt it.
Chorus is catchy. That chorus is catchy. Georgia boy, are you hearing this? Because that chorus is catchy.
So turn that frown upside down. I think about you, 'cause it's all I can do.
There's that tempo.
But I'm just sitting here
Louder.
losing my mind. You think about me, and it's plain to see. Your sanity's something you can't find. When we started this, it was the house of our dreams, and now we burnt it to the ground. I guess what we saw wasn't all as cracked up to be. So turn that frown upside down.
Not bad. Oh.
I dropped my bag.
Really? Back into that tempo, man.
When we started this, it was the house of our dreams, and now we burnt it to the ground. I guess what we saw wasn't all as cracked up to be. So turn that frown upside down.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Opposite the Shipwreck? Fuck yeah! Opposite the Shipwreck. 7 out of 10, not bad at all. Look, it's a pretty good song. Okay, that's one of the authorities. You know, Will is an authority on punk rock. He is an authority on punk rock. We've had some 6 banana stickers. We have some 5 banana stickers. Aaron Green's loving it. I really like this song. 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. That's nothing to blow your nose at. That's nothing to blow your nose at. Badass. I liked this. So here's what I would say. Here's what I would say to Opposite the Shipwreck. That's a banger. Like, that's kind of a banger. I like pop punk. I like punk. I like pop punk. Obviously, like, we've talked about MXPX and Blink-182 and, like, punk bands on this. I like punk. I like pop punk. You know? I feel like it's a little rough around the edges, you know? That and Dear Opposite the Shipwreck. That tempo, just change it up a little bit. Every once in a while, it's got that like driving like tempo, and it's great. And it gets off to a really strong start, but like a breakdown in the middle or something to change that up might have been a good idea. That, and here's what I'll tell. That's not too bad. And see, he says it's not too bad, and he listens to country. Says it's not that bad, and he listens to country. Here's what I would say. If I was your whatever, record engineer, record producer, here's what I would say. Here's the thing. It's fine. Here's what I would say. A little more vocal range is going to help you out. You know, I could tell like that chorus is really singy. house of our dreams. Really good. You need a little bit more vocal range, and turn to your drummer and tell him that his drum set has a ride cymbal and that he should smack the fuck out of that ride cymbal every chorus. That's all. That's the only change I would make in this song. Ride cymbal on the chorus would completely change the whole song. You wouldn't even need to do a tempo or a key change or anything. That, I think, would change it enough to keep me interested in the song. As it stands, look, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good, and I've been listening to it, and I sung along with it, and I like that chorus. I really like that chorus. So shout out to Opposite the Shipwreck. I'm going to put a link to their Spotify down in the description. And thank you guys for submitting your music for our collective sort of rating system. If any other bands out there, look, if you've got some bangers that you want us to review, we will review them. You prefer your punk to be crusty? Yeah. Crusty punk? Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. Not a bad country song. Not a bad country song. Not at all. Thank you, Opposite the Shipwreck, for submitting your music for review. I think that's great. And I like hearing new bands. It's fun. It's just fun, you know? It's just fun. I'm sweating. So let's hydrate real quick. This is your daily reminder to drink water. This is a threat. Stay hydrated. This is a threat. All right, you guys. I guess, what do we got? We're about an hour in right now. What say you? Let's just whip through some news and advocacy. There's honestly, again, not a lot going on except for this tax. Not a lot going on except for this tax.
News and advocacy, yeah.
Yeah. So the tax. Do the tax. Do the CASAA call to action for this tax. This tax would be detrimental to harm reduction in the vape industry as a whole. This tax cannot pass. This tax cannot pass. So please, please do the call to action. Please, please do the call to action. There are politicians, which I'm going to read about in just a second. There are politicians who are wanting this tax out of the BBB bill. We need to encourage those politicians to remove this nicotine tax from the BBB bill. This is the worst. It's raising taxes on vaping only. Only. I don't know how I mean, I'm begging. I'm begging for you to do the call to action. Begging for you to do the call to action. Reading now from the Wall Street Journal. House Democrats are poised to vote on imposing new federal excise taxes on e-cigarettes, but without a tax increase on traditional cigarettes. Huh, that's so weird, leaving some public health experts to warn that the provision could push vapors back to cigarette smoking. Could push vapors back to cigarette smoking. When I say that I'm too progressive, this is the kind of shit that I mean. Why are they so far behind the times? Like, why are they so far behind the science and data? We know, without a doubt, wherever vaping goes, cigarette rates fall, and wherever vaping is restricted, taxed, or otherwise, smoking rates go back up. Empirically proven in multiple states, municipalities, countries across the world where you restrict vaping, smoking rises. I'm glad, I guess, that people are finally getting there now, like finally getting there now. This tax would be horrific. Where's Ken Warner? Because I'm about to talk about that guy, Ken Warner. It says in 2020, again, reading from the Wall Street Journal here, in a 2020 article published in the Journal of Risk and Uncertainty, Michael Pesco, an economist at Georgia State University, whose research is funded by the National Institutes of Health. That's federal research, baby. That's federal government research. National Institutes of Health. Well, his research estimated that a tax on e-cigarettes equivalent to the one in the current House bill would result in 2.5 million additional adult cigarette smokers. 2.5 million additional cigarette smokers. This is backward ass public health policy. Kenneth Warner, my one of my new heroes, Kenneth Warner. What does he have to say about this? Kenneth Warner, tobacco researcher and dean emeritus at the University of Michigan School of Public Health. He says this policy would be a public health disaster, guaranteed to increase smoking and death from it. Nicotine products should be taxed in a risk-appropriate manner, and e-cigarettes are substantially less hazardous than combustible cigarettes. Kenneth Warner. This policy would be a public health disaster. Public health disaster. What does Matt Myers and Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids think about this tax? Well, obviously, they love it. Matt Myers says, we believe this will have a positive impact on public health. Okay, so should we believe Matt Myers, non-doctor, non-scientist, Bloomberg-funded Matt Myers when he says this will be good for public health? Or should we listen to Cliff Douglas and Ken Warner from the University of Michigan School of Public Health when they say that this will be a public health disaster? I know it's hard to decide between nobody and the Dean Emeritus at the University of Michigan School of Public Health. I know that's a hard decision to make, but for me, Kenneth Warner, you're who I'm going to listen to. You're who I'm going to listen to. Not Raja, not Dick Durbin, not Matt Myers, not Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, who think that 2.5 million additional adult smokers in the United States of America would be good for public health. It's insanity. This cannot pass. This tax cannot pass. Yeah, someone buy Kenneth Warner a drink. Someone high-five that guy. I've considered sending like thank you emails to Kenneth Warner, but ultimately I think he'd be like, I don't know what this, I'm just doing he's not doing it for us. Like he's not doing what he does and saying what he says for me. He's doing it for the currently still consuming cigarettes adults in the United States who don't know that they have a less harmful source of nicotine. It's like Cliff Douglas said, smokers shouldn't have to smoke and die because they didn't know they had a healthier source of nicotine. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. And I posted this tweet on Twitter today where I was talking about, imagine if the federal government made you do everything in the most dangerous way, like they do with nicotine. Oh, you want to consume nicotine? Sorry. You're going to have to consume it in the most deadly, dangerous way possible. That seems crazy to me. Oh, you want to drive a car? Sorry, no seatbelts, no airbags. You want to drive a motorcycle? No helmets. We're going to ban helmets. And then we're thought that we should be thankful that they're not getting banned and only taxed out of existence. Could you imagine you're a motorcycle guy and you're like, I'd like to wear a helmet. And they're like, okay, well, you can, but we're going to tax you more than if you didn't wear a helmet. We'd rather you ride your motorcycle in the most dangerous way possible. Crosswalks? Crosswalks are gone. Crosswalks are gone. You want to cross the street? We're not providing any safety measures for you. Crosswalks are gone. You want to cross the street? You do it in the most dangerous way possible. Just by running and like dodging traffic. That's how you should do it. That's the equivalent of what we're telling smokers. Oh, you like consuming nicotine? I'll just keep doing it in the worst way possible. The way that is surely going to give you lung cancer, COPD, emphysema. Yes, vaping exists, but it's more expensive than smoking, so you might as well just smoke. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, Rhett Falls. That's where we're at, Rhett Falls. Raja, okay. I'm not bringing up Raja Krishnamurthy. I'm done talking about that guy. So on this coming TBN, this coming Tuesday, Danielle and I are planning another big activism sort of stream. We're going to be tweeting again. We're going to be tweeting like crazy again on Tuesday regarding this tax. Fight this tax. Please fight this tax. Do the call to action. Do the call to action. Do the call to action. Please. And there's a few people. So this is, I'm going to read the very end of this here where it says, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi hopes to bring the bill to a vote as soon as next week. Should it pass the House, it could face changes in the Senate because some senators whose votes will be needed to pass the broader Build Back Better bill oppose this idea. Senator Manchin, West Virginia, he's a critical vote. He needs to pass this. He says he does not support the nicotine tax provision. We need to be thanking Senator Manchin like our life depends on it. We need to continue to encourage him to not support this nicotine tax. Not support this nicotine tax. Senator Cortez Masto also said she opposes the nicotine tax because it would affect households earning less than $400,000, a threshold below which President Biden said he wouldn't raise taxes, even though he still very is. And the White House says, oh, this tax increase, it's not a tax increase. Don't worry about it. But it's literally called a tax increase. It's called a vape tax increase. Don't worry. It's not a tax increase. No, okay. Senator Cortez Masto, I am very clear. I do not support any type of tax, a regressive tax, on the very people we're trying to cut costs and taxes for. We live in backwards, upside-down clown world where new taxes aren't really new taxes. Oh, I'm sorry. I make under $400,000 a year. I use nicotine. I'm getting a new tax. Explain to me how that's not a new tax again. Please, White House. I would love to see your mental gymnastics for that. So again, just please, I'll post a link in the description to the Wall Street Journal because this is actually a really positive article. This is one of those articles that you read where you're like, where were you like a year ago? Like there's this reporter is talking about how, well, the scientific consensus now shows that vaping is much less harmful than traditional combustible tobacco cigarettes. And I'm going, yeah. Where were you like 2 years ago, dude? We needed that information then. I mean, we need it now, but we needed that information then. We're kind of getting to the point where it's going to be taken as like a regular, normal, everyday thing. Of course, vaping is less harmful than smoking. We're getting there. We're getting to that point. FDA helps by market authorizing certain electronic cigarettes. They're validating the technology. Few more things to throw at you guys here. Has vaping helped you quit smoking? Because The Guardian wants to know. The Guardian magazine, let's see, in 2015, they did a feature on old GrimmGreen that I'm real proud of. But The Guardian wants to know if e-cigs have helped you quit smoking. This has been going on for like 2-3 weeks now. 3 weeks they're asking for answers like, has vaping helped you quit smoking? Please let The Guardian know. This is based on the NHS. They're talking about the NHS in the UK prescribing vaping, prescribing e-cigarettes to smokers to get them to switch. Have e-cigarettes helped you quit smoking? We would like to hear from you. You can get in touch by filling out the form below or contact us via WhatsApp by clicking here or adding the phone number you can call. So if you quit smoking with vaping, let The Guardian know. Let The Guardian know leave your information and all that stuff. They'll reach out to you if you're going to be featured in the article that they're writing about vaping and smoking. Be a part of this. Be a part of this. One quick thing here. Does anybody remember the governor of Connecticut? What was his name? Governor Ned Lamont. Does anybody remember Governor Ned Lamont? Well, Governor Ned Lamont. We're going to need to get a second beer after this. We're going to need 2 beers tonight. It's a 2-beer night. Shaylock, tell the Guardian, make it official. Do a testimonial literally everywhere you can. Tell the Guardian that you quit smoking with vaping. Governor Ned Lamont, back in, let's say, 2019, when everybody was regulating vaping out of existence because of EVALI, which had nothing to do with nicotine vaping, Governor Ned Lamont in Connecticut was one of the first out of the gate after EVALI, after Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, to desire to over-regulate vapor products. It wasn't an outright ban, but it was a flavor ban. It was a flavor ban in Connecticut. Governor Ned Lamont is, or at least was, a staunch harm reduction prohibitionist. Nope. Cigarettes should be the only option. You don't get to vape. You don't get to IQOS. You don't get to reduce your harm. Your only option will be cigarettes in the state of Connecticut. Well, seems old Ned, old Ned Lamont has had a change of heart because Philip Morris is now moving their operations to Connecticut. This doesn't make, I mean, look, the only point of this isn't to shit on PMI. This isn't to shit on anybody, but the hypocrisy of Governor Ned Lamont, where in 2019, he wanted to ban vaping, ban flavors, but now in 2021, now that Philip Morris wants to move into his state, now it's a whole different story, he says. He's like, no, you guys, Philip Morris is changing their image, you guys. Philip Morris, they're still selling cigarettes, yes, but they don't want to be selling cigarettes. You see, when there's money involved, Governor Ned Lamont is a big cheerleader for big tobacco. Come into our state, big tobacco, and set up operations. Manufacture tobacco and vaping products in Connecticut where they're illegal. That makes sense. That's fine. The only thing I'm trying to point out here is Governor Ned Lamont's hypocrisy. The whole state is bending over backwards for Philip Morris International when 2 years ago they wanted all vapor products removed off of the market. I actually, despite the Governor Ned Lamont's hypocrisy, I think this is going to be a good thing. I think Connecticut is going to, Philip Morris is a big company. They're going to go into Connecticut. They're going to create revenue. They're going to create jobs. And when towns have a big manufacturer like that, they kind of rally around them. When I was in Carson City and Starbucks came to Carson City and opened the roasting plant, it like changed the town. Suddenly we had hundreds and hundreds of people working at the Starbucks plant. And I remember being in retail and talking to Starbucks, like plant partners, and like the town of Carson City and Minden in the Valley just loved Starbucks because they brought jobs, they brought revenue, they brought all this stuff. Well, now I think that Connecticut, they're going to start loving Philip Morris. They're bringing revenue, they're bringing jobs, they're bringing harm reduction products to the state of Connecticut. This is one of those things. Where's my LED vape? I'm so upset I need my LED vape, damn it. Give me that 30 milligram cola. You see the rage sweat happening? That's Ned Lamont's fault. That rage sweat right there. Governor Ned Lamont now bending over backwards for big tobacco, which ultimately can only be a good thing because I agree with him. Philip Morris International is changing they don't want to sell cigarettes anymore. We did that. Vaping did that. This technology did that. This technology got the biggest of the big tobacco companies to want to stop selling cigarettes. God damn it, that's cool. So, there you go. Stamford, Connecticut. Stamford, Connecticut. Stamford, Connecticut. Stamford, Connecticut. Home now home to Philip Morris International. Okay, let's wrap this up. We're done with the news and advocacy. One last thing. I have been talking about the World Health Organization's Conference of Parties happening for months now. It's happening right now. So the World Health Organization organizes the Conference of Parties, and they did the Conference of Parties 26, which was based on, right, the climate. It was the climate change meeting. And when the World Health Organization throws a climate summit, everybody's invited. World leaders are invited. Stakeholders are invited. Big oil companies are invited. Coal companies are invited. Polluting companies are invited. Everybody's invited because we should all be part of the discussion around climate change, which, yes, we should all be at the table at that discussion. But COP9, now COP9 is the tobacco summit where nobody is invited. Press isn't invited. Stakeholders aren't invited. Tobacco companies aren't invited. Vape companies aren't invited. Nobody is invited. You can't even get observer status if you are in any way loosely affiliated with any sort of tobacco. If you've worked with a tobacco company, you don't even get to watch COP9. You don't even get to observe what's going on at COP9. This is where the global tobacco framework behind closed doors is getting decided. No news comes out of COP9. There's one website. I'm going to leave the link to in the description that is the COPWATCH. They are putting out as much information as they possibly can, getting information out about this really like behind closed doors, really secretive meeting. They are so like nobody is allowed at COP9. You know who's not allowed at COP9? This is crazy. This is insanity. Interpol. Okay? Interpol is the United Kingdom police force. Interpol is not allowed to have a representative at COP9 because Interpol works with tobacco companies to track illicit tobacco shipments in the country of the United Kingdom. Interpol works willingly with tobacco companies to clamp down on illicit tobacco sales. And because of that, Interpol is not allowed to attend COP9. Interpol, who are in charge of enforcing tobacco laws, are not allowed to even get viewer status. They can't even observe this meeting. World Health Organization has barred the entire United Kingdom's police force because they work with big tobacco and are therefore, obviously tobacco shills. Obviously tobacco shills. Well, there was a little bit of news that came out of COP9, and one of them is the Philippines. The Philippines kind of came out of nowhere and said, we're going to regulate tobacco on our own. We are going to differentiate between combustible tobacco and less harmful alternative sources of nicotine, and we're going to regulate them accordingly. Seems like a completely rational position to take. Surprising from the Philippines, but welcomed from the Philippines. Because of this, because of the Philippines standing up for harm reduction at the World Health Organization's event COP9, the FCA, the Framework Convention Alliance, gave the Philippines a Dirty Ashtray Award for daring to go against the World Health Organization's framework on tobacco control. They gave good awards. They gave Orchid Awards to countries like India, where they've banned vaping and where there's like a 38% monopoly government-owned tobacco industry in the country of India. India gets the Good Award. India gets the Orchid Award for standing firm with the FCTC. But when the Philippines wants to regulate their own way and regulate harm reduction different from tobacco, they get the Dirty Ashtray Award. The Dirty Ashtray Award was awarded to Guatemala and the Philippines for insisting on amendments with unhelpful and often confusing wording, which is a total waste of cop time. Because they dared speak against the FCTC Secretariat, they get the Dirty Ashtray Award. Meanwhile, in India, where tens of thousands of men and women are smoking and dying, and they've banned vaping, and the government owns the tobacco industry, the World Health Organization gives India the Orchid Award for standing their ground and supporting the original, the adoption of this, of our framework on tobacco control. Who cares? We live in an upside-down world. I don't think anything's actually going to come out of COP9. From what I can tell, most of COP9 has been spent talking about where COP10 is going to be. Anyway, Janine, have a good night. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll have a link down in the description to literally everything I talked about, including the CASAA, call to action. Here it is. This was the headline from the Philippines. I forgot to show it. Philippines commits to science in solving the smoking problem. All they said was, we're not going to follow your framework on tobacco control. We're going to do our own thing. And the World Health Organization, we're going to give you this shitty award. The World Health Organization, it's a little bit like a cult. They constantly are saying, anybody who's a member here, you have the freedom to regulate however you want to, but you should take our recommendations, but you can regulate any way you want to. And then when the Philippines decides that they're going to regulate how they want to, World Health Organization goes, fuck you, shunned, and you get the Dirty Ashtray Award for not protecting tobacco cigarette sales. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. So, like I said, let's get rid of Kenneth Warner, although I would never really ever get rid of Ken Warner. Ken Warner stays. Okay, Ken Warner's staying the whole stream now. What I'm going to do is, I guess I'm going to put some links down in the description. We're going to jump over to some super chats, and I'm going to go take a bio break real quick. Okay, bio break. Do you want to listen to Opposite the Shipwreck while I'm gone?
Another weeknight, there's nothing to do. All I can think about is me and you, sitting on this couch, drinking these beers, without the courage to face my fears. When we started this, it was the house of our dreams, and now we burnt it to the ground. I guess what we saw wasn't all as cracked up to be, so turn that frown upside down. I think about you, 'cause it's all I can do, but I'm just sitting here losing my mind. You think about me, and it's
All right. Great. Let's do second beer, and let's do some mail, I think. Second beer, can I get a timestamp? That's all you get. We have another beer right now. This is a Mad Town Nut Brown. I'm expecting it to be, I don't know, somewhat similar to what I just had. What I just had was a Nut Brown Ale. I would like to have another Nut Brown Ale before we get into some, liquid tastings. Dude, we got a retro vape. We got some mail. I feel like that news and advocacy was a good length, but I never really know until after the stream, and I go back and look at the timestamps. I'm like, news and advocacy was 45 minutes again. I promise I'm trying to keep it down. I just get, it's the hill I'm going to die on, you guys. So you have to know that when you come here, you're going to get shouted at about news and advocacy at least a little bit. That is much more... Whoa. It's interesting having two similar styled beers in the same night, because this is a nut brown. The other one was a nut brown ale. This is much less like sweet pecans. It is a very dry nut brown ale. Very, very dry. It's dry. It's like, you know, when you eat a walnut and it kind of sucks all the moisture out of your mouth? We call that astringency. This is an astringent ass beer. I feel like it zapped all the moisture directly out of my mouth. Directly out of my mouth. Damn, that's pretty delicious. I don't know anything about this. Madtown Nut Brown. Madtown Nut Brown. I didn't spell either of those words correctly, if you can believe it or not. Madtown Nut Brown Ale Asylum. Oh, this is a fairly highly rated beer. What did this person have to say? Mahogany with a tan head, nutty. Yeah, hazelnut. I get walnuts more than anything else. I get walnuts, and I get a little bit of a piney flavor. Just a little bit of a piney flavor. All right, Nut Brown. Look, should we do another tasting or another pairing with that Maven tobacco? Because yes. This is the Nut Brown beer pairing liquid Maven for the win. Maven, Maven, Maven. Yeah, that's exactly... Slag, that's exactly it. I need another beer to wash that other beer down. If there's something more enjoyable than a tobacco e-liquid with a nice brown ale, I don't want to know about it. In fact, let's try this. Let's try PB. Let's try peanut butter and banana. Yanana. Hey, that's really good too. There's no banana in this, but damn, that's really good. All right. Hey, you guys, let's open the little bit of mail that I do have here. Woo! Plenty of time. Back in plenty of time, you guys. Why were you even... I don't know why you weren't trusting me that I would get back in time. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I want to start off with reverse vape mail. So I have two small flat rate packages here that are for people. Oh. I think one of them is a trade, and these have just been packed up and sitting in my office literally since summer, since July. And I don't know what's in here, so I don't know who they're supposed to go to. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, so this was part of a trade. Oh, shit. Oh shit! Who did I have a trade with the Death Wish, the Bogan Death Wish? I had this all packed up for a trade. Who was I trading with? Okay, listen. If I was trading with you, a Bogan Death Wish Mech Mod RDA combo, please hit me up. In fact, I'm gonna. Fuck, that's a cool... That's kind of cool. All right, let's retape this, and I'm going to write what's on here. Death Wish. Okay, I think I was doing a Death Wish trade with somebody. I like this reverse vape mail. I like opening mail and sealing it back up again. Let's see what was in here. This could have been just a random-ass $2 box. Yep. Oh, wait. No. This was for someone. Dude. Okay, so I put that Asmodus EOS 2 Ultroner Dual 18650 mod, Stabwood mod. I'm assuming this was another trade, damn it. Okay, so this just makes me look like a dick. I had 2 trades going. Your packages are still here. Email me if you can. I know I haven't gained much trust because these packages are still just sitting here. But please email me. If this was your trade, please email me. I will give the potential traders a month, and if no one claims them, I'm going to put them back up. I'm going to put them back up as available for trade. Actually, I don't want to open this one. I want to open this one because I don't think it's exciting. Does anybody remember the company Flavor Art? Oh, what did we just talk about, Matt Cully? Packing peanuts. At least these are the ones you can eat. Flavor Art. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be showing this. That Geek Vape stuff I got last week, I should not have been showing that. I got in trouble. Is that all that's in here? Okay. So Flavor Art, look, and I know it's hard to get people excited about pods, but I, being a pod guy, I get excited about pods, especially when there's like actual innovation in a pod. Jesse, you're like, oh yeah, that was me, bro. That was me. That was me. I had that trade. I think I remember who the Death Wish Mods guy was. I have an email chain with him. Flavor Art made a new pod. I don't want to get in trouble. These are the pods. Okay, it's not going to show much. It's called Nalt or Nalt pods. It's a new pod system from Flavor Art that has actual real innovation in it. I was surprised. I was kind of taken aback. And it's not just an LED at the bottom of the tank. That cola flavor is so fucking good. It's an actual innovative pod system. And hope to be doing a review for it. Like, it hasn't even started yet, so it's at least 3 weeks out. At least 2 to 3 weeks out. At least. But it's a really cool pod. If you have not bought a pod or you're like skeptical of pods, this is an innovative pod. This came from, I don't know. I like how I always have really big plans for the vlog, you know? And then we never get to do the things that I want to do. Oh! Tribal Buddha! Tribal Buddha! Tribal Buddha! Whoop! This is the nitrous, bro. This is the matte black nitrous that you sent me. This is it. I mean, I know I said that nothing else was going to go on that snow cap, but if I can have a matte black nitrous on there, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the blue. I kind of have to keep both. I'm already sentimentally attached to this because I know it came from Tribal Buddha. But it's just such a good RDA that I want to keep vaping it. So my address was the return address. Okay, I'm confused, but thank you, Tribal Buddha. I know this one came from you. Yes, I know this one came from you. Is that a good cola? I think you've told me about that Dark Stars Curiously Cola, Andy. Andy, the bearded lorryman. Curiously Cola? I'm into it. Seriously, cola. Except you're British, so you say cola with an R on the end. I know that you do. Yeah, that huge box was just a 2-pack of pods. This was the entirety of the Vape Mail. 2 pods and a nitrous RDA. That's what happened. And look, I'm really excited about these pods. You guys have no reason to be excited, but I've tried these, and they are really very good. And there's actual innovation in it. Now the question is, what nitrous do I keep using? The blue one or the matte black one? GrimmGreen, how does it know that Kent is judging you because he thinks you're trying to relive Christmas on a weekly basis? Listen, man. You listen to me, Drip Theory. You listen to me, Kent. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to put on a fun, entertaining live stream. That's all I'm trying to do. Anything that arrives in the mail, that's out of my hands. That's out of my hands, bro. It does look like a dip can. Should I pack it? Remember packing cigarettes? You remember packing cigarettes? Did that even do anything? No, probably not. But we all did it. We all packed our cigarettes. Now I just do it with a nitrous RDA. Pack that smoke. Pack it down. That's it. That's it for the Vape Mail. So what that leaves us the ability to do is, we got so much time. So much time. Do we liquid taste or do we retro vape first? I kind of want a liquid taste. It's too difficult to decide. Why is this such a difficult choice? Let's liquid taste. Shirts off in the pit. All right, I'm going to put a new poll in the chat, but 40... Whoa! New Wave Dave's cat is tied for being an anarchist and the decider. New Wave Dave's cat is both the anarchist and the decider. That's horrifying. And he's tied. We couldn't decide what New Wave Dave's cat role should be, so we said he's an anarchist and the decider. I don't even know what that means. I just wrote him. That's just words. I just wrote him in there. That's just words. Let's do another poll. Let's do the random liquid tasting poll. Let's random liquid tasting exclamation point. So first things first. Lemon. And then we have a... That's kind of the one that I'm hoping wins, but I have a feeling I know what's going to win. Okay, so in my channel, my inner Ben Shapiro. Jeremy M., it was your birthday? Oh, I sang happy birthday. We can sing happy birthday to Jeremy M. again real quick. Happy birthday to Jeremy M. Happy birthday to Jeremy M. Happy birthday, dear Jeremy M. Thanks for coming out tonight. Happy birthday to you. That's the happy birthday. Skip around the room. So tonight, if I channel my inner Ben Shapiro, we were going to have, for a very random liquid tasting, lemon and everything. This is a Mo Arno liquid. Lemon and everything. Okay? Start voting in the chat right now. Cherry Lime Cola. This is a DIY from Mr. Part-Time Vapor. Cherry Lime Cola based on that pod. And then finally, from Overdrip, he's here tonight. It's Lemon Cream Butt Cake. lemon cream butt cake, cherry lime cola, and lemon everything. Oh, lemons, citrus. Tonight's theme of liquid tasting is citrus. We have the lemon cream butt cake. We have the cherry lime cola, and then we have lemon everything from Moharno. Lemon cream butt cake from Testing Grounds. Suppose, hypothetically, that Testing Grounds did win. Would you not... I'm just kidding. Cherry lime cola. It's on your to-do list, Sifu. I want to try it. I'm all about cola now because of that stupid pod. Let's see who's winning here in the chat. Wait, I need to put on some, some liquid tasting music, some voting music. Lemon cream butt cake is really going to win this, isn't it? Cherry lime cola, strong second place. I apologize, Mo. Lemon and everything. Maybe this was just a bad lineup to have that in, you know. I've got my Recoil original recipe all ready to go. Just waiting for some liquid. I got a blue OG Recoil on top of my snow cap. I think this is a landslide. I'm going to say that this is a landslide. Everybody vote. If you didn't vote, then, you know, what are you doing? Butt cake, butt cake, butt cake, butt cake, butt cake. All right, I'm ending this poll with 169 votes. It's lemon cream butt cake time, baby. Now, I like calling this lemon cream butt cake because... Oh, we're definitely running long. We still have Getting to Know GrimmGreen. Dude, we have retro GrimmGreen to watch. I just say that I just call this lemon cream butt cake because I like to get a rise out of Frames Janklin. Because he just goes, bro, it's the GOAT, bro. That tastes delicious. Like, that knuckle was a strong knuckle. Strong knuckle. It is. It's a lemon cream. It's a lemon cake. It's a lemon cream. What's it? I can't call it anything other than butt cake now. I don't know what the BC stands for. Lemon cream. What is it? That's right. It's butt cake. All right. So that knuckle tasted fucking amazing. I hope that Frames Janklin and my other patrons didn't hype this up too much to me, you know? But that flavor was, holy crap. I don't even know. Here we go. Oh, there's even a little bit of a crackle happening in there. OG Recoil, Snowcap mods. That damn Recoil cap. Sure, blue and green and blue. That's fine. Look, it will vape. It'll vape. All right, Frames. This is it. This is for all of the marbles. Let's have a toot. It's not bad. All right, you guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to sit with this just for a second. I'm going to vape it. I'll come back. We'll talk about it. I'm going to mute my microphone. The sounds of the 7th floor tango. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. I'm going to try my best not to just hype this liquid up. I'm going to try to restrain myself from just saying, this is the best liquid I've had all year. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say this is the best lemon cake I've ever had, because I don't want you to get too hyped for it. I'm not going to say this is the best lemon flavor that I've experienced in an e-liquid. I'm not going to say that. This has layers of flavor. Layers of flavor. I get creamy lemon with like a bakery backbone. I get some like lemon rind zest. I get some lemon sweetness. Lemon's hard, man. Look, lemon is hard, but this lemon engorged. I'm like 90% engorged right now. This is an incredible liquid. You did. Frames, I should have listened to you, Frames Janklin. This is good. This is good. Like crazy good. Like too good. The lemon is so crispy and bright and sweet, but at the same time, it's got like heavy amounts of like creaminess. There's a little bit of like a bakery Danish like backbone to it. I can't get over how good this lemon flavor is. It's the GOAT. Like this is awesome. This is legitimately awesome. I like this more than I like that key lime cookie. It's a better citrus. Damn, this is good. No air freshener, exactly. Ping, I know how that goes. No air freshener, no like pledge, no lemon cleanser sort of flavor to this. It is pure bakery sweet. Like, I don't know how he did a combination of like a sweet, like candied type of lemon, but also has a very, very natural, like lemon rind flavor to it. Overdrip got me pretty engorged right now. I mean, shit. Here's what I'll say. If you are even passively interested in a lemon flavor, buy this as soon as you can. Get this as soon as you can. Even if you're like, I don't know, lemon might be good. It will. It is. It will. It is. It's this. It's Overdrip. It does need to pass the pickle test. Pam, I could not agree with you more. It definitely has to pass the pickle test. But I think this could pass the pickle test. I think this could pass. Exactly, Scott Jenkins. It's either pledge or it's a banger. This is a certified banger. I don't have my certified banger bumper. Where's my certified banger bumper? Nope. Sorry. I'm going to find it. I don't care how long it takes me. Let's see. Where could this possibly be? Is it in the vlog? Yeah, it might be in this folder. No, it's not going to be in that folder. I don't know what I was thinking there. Why it would be in that folder? That's crazy. Okay, fine. I can't find the certified bangers bumper, but this is a certified banger. Overdrip, you did it. You killed it. This is fire. Do the kids still say that? Do hip youths still say fire? I know I'm pretty cringe these days, but I think fire is still a thing. Fire. If the button wasn't locked. Now, fire. Engorged. Lemon cream butt cake is really, really doing it for me. Okay, here's the thing. Was there some dangle clacks that happened there? Okay, I apologize for the dangle clacks. I need to bio break, but we're going to retro vape in a second. So I'll just leave you with this music. I broke the seal. You know, that's the worst thing you can do. Great idea. I don't know that 2 beers was a great idea. I'm going to check in on the super chats, but we still getting to know GrimmGreen, you guys, tonight is going to be ridiculous, and we still have retro vaping to do. Let's see what else came in here. Let's see what else came in here. Where was I? Good Lord. That's right. Barbara, that's right. Cicero. I'm not sure I'm saying your name correctly. I'm not sure that I've ever said your name correctly, and I apologize. Grimco Dangle Clanktons. Shed time feels like a panda pooped on a rainbow on your brain. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there soon. You know, I'll get there soon, because that sounds incredible. Like, why would you not want to feel like a koala crapped a rainbow in your brain? Like, that is the biggest, like, that is the greatest marketing for cannabis I've ever heard. Use cannabis. It's good for a lot of things, and it'll make your brain feel like a koala pooped a rainbow on it. Eifer, lyrics need a little work, but the rest was very good. Okay. All right. Lyrics need a little work. You know, it's a little generic-y lyrics. More fishy. More seatbelt. Joe, again, Grimm, he says he's apologizing for being late. You do not have to apologize ever for being late. This isn't, there's no demerits or strikes or anything here. You can be as late as you want. You can clock in whenever, bro. Whenever, Joe. I just appreciate you being here. Lee, the guy who calls himself not the real Gerard Butler, says, "Where's the bottle opener I gave you?" Oh, I didn't use it. Why didn't I use it? That's fucked up. That's messed up. That's messed up that I did that without using your bottle opener. The problem is, Lee, not the real Gerard Butler, that bottle opener is prominently on display on the bar area. It is on display. Next week, I will purposefully pick a beer with a bottle opener so I can use your bottle opener, because it's awesome. And because the world needs to see it, a little bit more. Fishy, you know what? Fishy, you're right. Let's take a page out of Fishy's book. Let's hydrate with, who should we hydrate with? Liam? Let's hydrate with Liam real quick. Oh, what? What? I don't have my Liam hydration clip anymore? That's messed up. All right. Well, then we have to go with Kent. Oh, man. I hate hydrating with Kent.
I love water. I'm glad that I love water so much. It makes it easy to stay hydrated. Hydro, homies.
Yeah. Now, you're probably going to see something about a paid advertisement on this video. Let me assure you that it is just for this. This is the coldest water bottle. This is my favorite water bottle I've ever had. It's a great palette for stickers. I have some copy from Eifer that I completely forgot about. The only downside to this water bottle that I have found is the flip top lid. It doesn't last longer than a year, and that bums me out. I have to physically like hold this down now to get a good drink from it, which is no big deal. Like you just hold like this. It's great. But the rubber came off. Yeah. So just be warned. You know, I like the coldest water bottle. They sponsor this vlog, but every year you might be buying a new rubber-tipped mouthpiece there. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that's going to happen. That's right. We were in the middle of the Super Chats. Christopher says, Nick, thanks for being such an inspiration and a beacon of hope during these trying times. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Hashtag strawberry milk. Bro, hashtag strawberry milk bros for life. I've been drinking a lot of strawberry milk. It's a long story. Andy Jones says, get a McDonald's cheeseburger or something. If you think that I can buy a McDonald's cheeseburger for $1.79 British sterling, you're crazy. I can't get a McDonald's burger for $1.79. Shaylock, have a drink on me. Thanks for everything, Grimm. Shaylock, thank you. I appreciate that, and I will have a drink. This is for Shaylock. That's good. That's a good beer. There's just no way around it. Roger Dunn, that's very gracious of you. Hey, Grimm, tomorrow I'm getting the Novo 4. Is that a good idea or not? Here's what I'll say. I've been using my Novo 4 for 2 months. Roughly 2 months now, and it hasn't let me down yet. People talk shit on smoke coil heads. Mine have been good. Except for the slight gurgle because it's been sitting. But mine, otherwise... I think it's a goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye. Grinchy Clouds, that's very gracious of you. You got to love the lobbying and protection of harmful nicotine consumption. Why can't we have people in office that care to protect people's choices? You know, I don't know, because we don't vote them into office because we get the option between awful and terrible for our politicians. You know, it's like garbage or more garbage. Choose. Oh, fuck. All right, I guess I'll choose garbage more than more garbage. Part-time vapor. Has anyone else completely lost face in these idiotic regulation lawmaking bodies when their main issue with tobacco control products that contain no tobacco? Part-time. Yes. This has been my plight for a decade now. I'm going to confidently say I've been dealing with this for a decade now. And yes, it's one of those things where EVOLI, on top of the way they regulate vaping, that lost my faith in Food and Drug. That lost my faith in the Centers for Disease Control. It killed me that the Centers for Disease Control for months and months was just saying vaping. It's EVOLI is vaping. And then quietly, later on a conference call, they quietly, secretly admitted, far from the ears of the public, that no nicotine products were actually involved in this, that 100% of them were related to illicit THC products. Damage is already done. Damage is already done. I lost so much faith in the CDC at that point. Loads. Like, anybody that watched CDC botch COVID, we knew because we watched them botch EVOLI. Sorry. This is one of those things where you can't let your brains fall completely out of your head. You know, just because they fucked up a few things doesn't mean they have fucked up everything. That's this slippery slope logical fallacy that it's really easy to fall into, and you just can't do it. Andrew Airing says, probably no Madtown again. Ale Asylum shut down. You mean to tell me, Andrew Airing, that this is the last Madtown Nut Brown I'm ever going to have? I mean, it's good, but I'm sad to see them shut down. Eifer says, packing my cigarettes is the only ritualistic part of smoking that I miss. Well, just grab a pack of carts. Yeah, pack those carts down. I don't really miss it. I don't even know why I did it. It was just one of those smoker things. It's like, you pack your smokes, you know, you get drunk, you light the wrong end of a cigarette. That's something I don't miss. CASAA, final answer. My dog threw a tantrum. Oh, we got dogs in the mix. Turned out he wanted to tell me, send Grimm $16. So you better. I appreciate that. I apologize for your dog throwing a tantrum. I want you to know I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with your dog throwing a tantrum. Ashes, the evaporated milk explosion. Yeah, so evaporated milk explosion is it's a bit of an inside joke. Just with my Yo-Yo Cool Kids Club, I streamed yesterday for 3.5 hours, making a cake. We baked a cake. We baked a German chocolate cake for 3 hours, dude. It was great. It was great fun, and that's where the evaporated milk explosion. That's where that song came from. Evaporated milk explosion. It's such a good song. Like Sewer Rug. Lastly, with Sewer Rug, currently working on your trade products, should be sent by Monday. Also, everyone should jump on the UC testing grounds wagon. No regrets. You mean, wait, Overdrip testing grounds? Is that what you meant to say? Overdrip testing grounds? UC testing grounds wagon, no regrets. Listen, he makes good liquids, the Rug. There's no way around it. And I know you'll get back to me. I have all the faith in the world in you, Sewer. All the faith in the world. We're running along, but that's okay because I would still like to retro vape. No retro vaping right now. No. I have made a decision. We're now switching the segment to... It's not even on my stream deck. That's fine. We're now changing the segment to... It's just gone? Oh, here it is. We're now changing... Be quiet, sound effects. Be quiet, 7th floor tango. We are now changing it to... Getting to know GrimmGreen. Well, we got some choice vintage GrimmGreen footage to show you now. It's about 5 minutes. It's about 5 minutes long or so. And really, this is kind of a continuation of where we left off about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. My brother and I have just returned from a trip to Reno, Nevada. From Lake Tahoe. It's about a 30-minute drive, so we used to just vlog everything we did. So we took a trip to Reno, and we filmed it, and now we're back home. Oh, we're going to do the retro vape. Don't you even worry. We're going to start the retro vape in 1 minute. Listen, this is my stream, Drip Theory. I can do whatever. I could end it right now. You guys can't stop me. That's how much power I have. I'm just kidding. So I'm going to play you some video now of some really, really retro GrimmGreen. This is 1999. This is pre-millennium, pre-2000s. This is 1999. And it's just, I'm going to let this 5-minute clip play without interjecting in any way, but I kind of want to set it up for you just a little bit. So we're sitting on my porch of my house at that time, and my brother and I just used to sit out there and film ourselves. We'd talk about everything. Life and skiing and wrestling and all sorts of nonsense. So this clip starts off, and I think we're talking about Mountain Dew and Red Bull. And then I tell the story about drinking cigar water. And then my brother puts duct tape on his arm and pulls it off, you know, because it's for fun. He pulls duct tape off his arm, and then we kind of go into my yard, and I smack my Volkswagen bus with a stick because... That's what we did. And then I pretended to be a skateboarder and tried to do some skating. And then the video ends with my 1999 Halloween pumpkins. And I'll just leave that there. It's the 1999 Halloween pumpkins. So that's the clip set up. Mountain Dew, Red Bull, cigar water, duct tape arm, smack the bus with a stick, I become a skateboarder, and there's some Halloween pumpkins at the end. So let's watch. Oh, dang. Is this it?
Is that where we're going now?
Hey, hang on. We're just sitting on my porch. It's about 5 minutes. This is a really good example of the person, like how I was and how I acted in 1999. You know, what is that? 22 years ago? 22 years ago, I was kind of a shitbag. I was just kind of a jerk, and this is what I did.
Is that where we're going now? It looks like every other one.
Okay. Now this is I don't know if you're getting this, but we got these. I highly recommend Wonder Blend Sweets. Satisfaction guaranteed. 4. 4? That's a good even number.
It's not
It's not like 5. All right, so these is what we're smoking. These is.
You could be a wrestler.
This is our magic can.
It spins around.
No, it doesn't. See, you idiot. There's some tar there. I hope that doesn't happen with these. Okay, tell me what you think. Sweet? Because I remember them being just immense, like you couldn't even take how good they were. I've always said that this is my favorite cigar of all time.
Now you have the chance to prove it.
A chance to prove it. You can do it.
This is what skiers do in the off season.
Red Bull part here.
We don't do the do. If we only get 2 points, we're doing the do. We get 3 points, we're playing on bull.
Oh.
Which I already did like 80 times because I'm so tough.
You can see the graveyard. There was in my car yesterday. There's 15 of them.
Take a drink of that, I dare you. Did I tell you the time I drank?
Every time we smoke.
Did I tell
Cigar water story.
Yeah.
you cigar water in a Mountain Dew can? It felt like this full. So I was like, oh. And it was all gritty. I had black stuff all over my teeth. I was like,
Wait, how'd that go?
shut up. That was worse than mine.
Killing me.
That was so violent. I'm surprised nothing like dropped Bill.
Here, I'm gonna tape up your can.
Tape up my hand? Why?
It'll look cool.
Don't, you're gonna rip off all your hair, you slut. Yeah, now it hurts.
Do it.
Duct tape.
You want me to?
Here's the duct tape.
Like what?
I know, it doesn't hurt. Oh, God!
I don't know if you're getting this, but fuck. I burned my finger. Do you see this burn? All right, there's like one hair.
This is what happens when you
Slobbery. I don't know if you're getting this, but there's like one hair on there. God, I can't believe I burned myself on it. I tripped on my stick.
Every time, man. Every time.
I'll get knocked down.
But look how pissed off this guy looks.
It like scraped my hand.
Here is our graveyard of cigars that we just keep underneath this barbecue here. Yeah. All right, let's go a little faster this time instead of our crawl. Pretty much ruins
Watch me
it.
hit this my glass with the stick.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my Volkswagen bus. This was my favorite car I ever drove. It was a blue 1969 Volkswagen bus. I used to baby it, like clean the inside, wash it, vacuum it all the time. And then a certain point came where I just started not caring and I just abused it. Just straight up abuse.
Whoop, whoop.
I bust it.
Okay, go.
You like that? See what the market left? This is the best fan car ever made.
What year is it?
69. Oh, you like that?
This was made exactly 30 years ago. Did you actually see, this is actually a house. Oh, God.
Skateboarding time.
As he cautiously gets on.
I pretty much taught Tony Hawk how to skate, so, I mean, I'm not scared of skateboarding.
Do see, this was the hip thing back in the day. It was like a fat wheels. All right.
People are like, wait, I gotta grind. You're like, oh, I'm grinding it. What's this district?
So, next show we'll start off with signing off. Nick, Brian, see ya.
Hell yeah. See? If any of you guys seen the Blair Witch Project, that's what that is, the little symbol in there. Is
We made.
And there's my Pennywise symbol.
That I drew. He's just the carver puppet.
That's it. That's it. Look, it's not my best work. A lot of the future videos for getting to know GrimmGreen, like for the retro GrimmGreens, are going to be much more funnier. That was like, I just cut a bunch of stuff together that happened. Let me make sure I covered everything. Red Bull, Mountain Dew, the cigar water story, the duct tape on the arm. I smacked my bus with a stick. I tried to be a skateboarder, and then the pumpkins happened. So yeah, I feel like that was a pretty epic grind. You know, this was at the time I was really into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I wanted to be a pro skater, except I didn't want to actually learn how to skate or anything. That skateboard in that clip was from, I got that for like my 11th birthday. 11th birthday, I got that as a little kid. I just kept it. I spray painted it. It was a Veriflex skateboard, and I just trashed it. Like all things in my life, I just destroyed it, trashed it, spray painted polka dots all over it. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But I like to think that maybe a little bit, my brother Brian and I sitting out in front of my house night after night after night after night, recording videos for literal years on end. Like, there is years of these videos. I like to think that helped prepare me, maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit for what I do now, because honestly, what I do now, besides what I talk about, isn't all that different from what I was doing with my brother, sitting on my front porch of my house, you know, recording videos for nobody. For nobody. We would just sit and watch them. We'd sit outside and shoot a show and then go inside and watch it and be like, that was a good show. We did awesome. Nobody ever watched it. It was just us. Except now, YouTube and the world get to experience some real retro GrimmGreen. So, that's it. Let's see. In 1999, I saw some people saying like they were 10 years old. You were 10 years old in 1999, Christopher? Let's see. I was 23, 23, 22. 23, 22. 23, 22. Don't even trip. Big Mood Giraffe. I have, like I said, archives of very, very vintage GrimmGreen footage. Now, the thing is, that video wasn't like the best example to start with. I just thought it was funny, like our trip to Reno, but we have so much other footage of like vacations and like trips to Disneyland and trips to Las Vegas and lots of skiing footage. So much skiing footage, you guys. So much skiing footage. Yeah, it was a Veriflex skateboard. You remember that, Sifu? You remember Veriflex? I think, were we the same age? I was like 22, 23 then. Veriflex skateboard for the win. And look, that's just what I did. If you're wondering what GrimmGreen did as a 20-year-old, as a 22-year-old, that was my day off from the ski shop. At that time, I was working at a ski shop. and that was my day off from the ski shop. I actually might have been working at 7-Eleven in that video. That might have been my glorious 7-Eleven days. I liked that job. Do you ever have a job that you hate? 29. Jay was 7. Overdrip was 19. Okay, that's some more reasonable. 27. That's out. 28. Okay, 21. 32. Okay, 32. You're 44. That's okay. Morning 76. 77, bro. 77. Let's see. Paul was 19. 30s, 20s. Look. You know, I like going back in time and looking at old time stuff, you know, because all that stuff is still so fresh in my head. Like, I remember that trip to Reno. Crazy time. So in the future, we're going to have some more very, very retro GrimmGreen stuff. Can I do a retro vaping now? Should we do a retro vaping? GrimmGreen, whoa! You were not even a rope at that time. You just weren't even a rope. Well, thankfully, I was smoking a lot back then, because now I'm vaping, and I feel like that needed to go hand in hand. So let's start wrapping this up. I guess we'll retro vape. I guess. You were 15, Ping? 15. That was a good time to be 15. Apathy Miller, 77. Woo! 77. You know what else happened in 77? Fucking Star Wars. Star Wars was in 77. Star Wars. Okay, let's retro vape. Forgot that was backwards and so tremendously loud. But so a fella named Chris, can't thank you enough. He sent a whole mess of retro vape stuff last week. So we're going to kind of start digging into some of this retro stuff. The first thing I have that I'm really excited to vape. This is look at this. Here, I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to put it up here. I hope there's a coil head in here. This is the UL Crown 1 tank. The Crown 1 tank. This is pre-mesh sub-tanks. Pre-mesh. Can you even remember? Oh, I don't have any coil heads. Oh, there's no coil heads. Hang on, let me look for a Crown coil head. I should have looked, but I didn't look. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Hang on. Oh, that's the RBA base. Oh no! Damn it, man. Okay, well, here's the thing. The retro vape, damn it. Let's see if there's any in here. Nope. All right. Audible. Okay, so I don't have any Crown 1 coil heads. I only have multiple Crown 1 tanks with no coil head in them. With no coil head. So, instead, what we're going to do, let's see if this will work. Cardo tanks, baby. Fuck yeah, Cardo tank. Boom, Cardo tank. This is a good Cardo tank, too. This is a good cartomizer tank. We're going to do a cartomizer tank. In fact, I have, if these cartomizers are punched, then we'll do a cartomizer tank. But if they're not punched, then we will just do... Oh, okay, they're punched. Good. They're punched. So we're going to throw a cardo tank just for fun on a really, really retro vintage device. This apparent... Oh my God. Oh no! Oh no! Retro Vape might be a complete bust tonight. Yeah, hang on. It might be a complete bust. It might be a complete bust tonight because I was really wanting to use this. Oh, this works. Okay, sick. Whew, that was going to be close. I'll charge the other one up. So the vape mod that we have to retro vape freaking tonight is a mod that I never got to use, but was highly, highly coveted, highly, highly cloned. This is an original Hanna DNA 40. I don't know if anybody was around in like 2013, 2014. This was the mod to have. If you didn't have a Hanna mods, it was like, why are you even vaping? Now, Hanna made some pretty cool mods. They were really just little lipo boxes. You know, you couldn't service them. You couldn't open the box. You couldn't get the lipos out. You just had to use it. And it had like a little recessed 510 integrated DNA 40 on the inside. These were bangers. I know retro vaping has been going left lately, hasn't it? It has. I need a cartomizer condom here because that's the best way to fill them up. I don't know what I did with my cartomizer condom. Cartomizers came packed. You guys remember cartomizers? Cartomizers came packed with little condoms on them, and that was the best way to fill them up. Yep, we're gonna fill. You had a Hanna? Douglas, you had a Hanna mods? Oh, dude, I didn't even have a Hanna mods. I didn't even have a Hanna mods back in the day. Never got to try one. I tried every clone that existed. But we are going to fill up this cartomizer and vape a GD cartomizer tank. In fact, let's see. I don't have any good liquids can I put in here. Let's see. Let's put water Malone. Let's just go straight up hot water Malone action. You have, Matthew, you have a legendary device with you. Legendary device. So the way that you fill a cartomizer up is you take the condom and you put some liquid in it. Maybe I'll put a little bit more liquid in it. Just a little bit of liquid in it. And then you take your cartomizer, 510 threaded down first, and you press. And all that liquid kind of gets forced up into your cartomizer. You can even see it pooling on the top. And you let that sit. I have a pool of liquid at the top of this, and you let that soak into all of your cartomizer. Your cartomizer is just a coil, a vertical coil wrapped with like polyfill. It's not cotton. So we let that cartomizer soak up the juices. Yes. Holy crap, those juices are soaked. So now what we can do is wipe off all of our juicy soaked cartomizer. And then you can press this into your cartomizer tank. Boosh. Oh, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to do it from this way. I don't remember where my little cartomizer filler went either, but there was a special filler. So you jam your cartomizer into the tank, but you're like, how do you fill up the tank? Well, there used to be these little things. Here, I'll use this. These drip tips were really good for that, but there used to be these little fill guys. So you could put a drip tip into your cartomizer, and then you press this down. Oh, motherfuck. All right, maybe not. You press it down. I've had a cartomizer filler for such a long time, and I don't know where it ended up. I can't use that stiletto. Yes, okay, there we go. You get your drip tip in there, and then you press the carto out the bottom, and what that leaves you is like, do you see this little opening up here? That little opening will let you fill up your cartomizer tank. Bleh. This is literally all held together with O-rings. And there were special filling tools. I could use this stiletto drip tip, but there were special filling tools for you to fill up cartomizer tanks. So you push this back out the top like that, covered in e-liquid, of course, you know, because vaping was never meant to be clean or, you know, simple in any way. So now that the cartomizer is full, those holes are exposed to liquid. Pure hot mouth to lung action. We're going to seat this on the Hannah. Yes, this is a retro vape. Holy shit. Look at that. Even that drip tip is retro-y for this time period. I don't know if I used this long of a drip tip on these Hannahs or on the cartomizer tanks, but what I did use was something like this. That would be perfectly suited. Perfectly suited. Absolutely, Breeze Tones. Absolutely, bro. I could not have said it better myself. Still crazy, still better than a cigarette. Still better than a cigarette. So, all right, let's see what we got here, Hannah Mods. Let's turn the wattage down because this is a 2 ohm cartomizer. 2 ohms. Rollo, dude, don't even trip. You remember a carto tank on a Pro Vari. So I'm going to turn this down to like 10 watts maybe. How about 11 watts? 11 watts. Tight mouth to lung. I saw some bubbles happening in the carto tank. This is a pure, true retro vape. True retro vape. See how it goes at 11 watts. Honestly delightful. This is vaping great. The cartomizer's a little on the dry side because I certainly didn't let it sit enough. You let it sit in that liquid for a while. You want, the whole cartomizer is full of polyfill, and so you don't want any like dry spots in there. Bubbles. Bubbles have always been a good thing in vaping. Bubbles, whether it's a map tank or a carto tank or a sub tank or an RTA, coils, bubbles are always a good idea. Always a good idea. Okay, I'm going to start vaping this, and I'm going to go pee again. So listen, I'll vape this while I'm in the bathroom, I promise. This is great. This is vaping so good. This is vaping so good. Like, I'm not going to say that it's vaping better than, like, you know, a Novo or like a K-Fun or like any like really good modern mouth-to-lung vapes. Like this Novo kind of blows it away, but this was my end game. All I ever wanted to vape was a Cardo tank for the rest of my life. When I first, you still have your Cardo punch? I remember Captain Spicy, I used to use a Dremel. I used to cut slots in my cartomizers. Slots. There'll be so many slots. Slots in my cartomizers. This was all I ever wanted to vape. I thought, when I got a cartomizer, I thought, this is the last thing I'm ever going to vape. Why would I ever need anything else? It's a cartomizer tank, bro. This cartomizer still tastes good? It was polyfill, Breeze Tones. It was dubious. That's a perfect way to describe this. Dubious wicking material. But once you got your cartomizer saturated enough and really like full of liquid, you got really good, crispy, nice vapes. Damn crispy. Damn hell ass crispy. This could even use a little bit more wattage. This could probably use like 12.5 watts. It's vaping almost just as good as like any other coil head based. Like comparing this Cardo tank to like a 2021 Siren GT, like obviously this is going to vape better, right? I mean, really very good, despite how gross that juice is. It's just too sentimental for me. That's the problem. I'm looking at this through rose-colored glasses. A Cardo tank isn't honestly that good of a vape. Who am I kidding? It's really good. This is a great vape. Daniel Hawkins. I don't know the name of it, but it comes from a company called Wayne Star. Wayne Star. It's not vaping better than that pod. It's not vaping better than that pod at all. The flavor isn't like as good, nearly as good. But it's still vaping, man. It's still vaping. And what kills me is that this is newer vaping technology than what the FDA just approved. This is a better vape and an older vape technology than what FDA just approved, but it's older and better. The FDA just approved something that doesn't vape as good as a goddamn Cardo tank. Technology we had 10 years ago, 11 years ago, we had Cardo tanks and they were vaping this good. That kills me, man. That's one of those things where I look at politicians and I think, you have no idea, do you? You have no idea. You're trying to regulate Facebook? You don't even use Facebook. You don't even know how Facebook works. You're trying to regulate vaping? You don't know shit about smoking, vaping, nicotine, addiction, dependency, flavors. You don't get it. And you look at the FDA and you're like, oh, okay, you're just approving products that are older than this. Okay, Mitch Zeller, okay. Whatever you need to do. Yeah, and we used cartomizers way before tanks existed. I remember dripping on cartomizers. In fact, there was a brief brief period in my cartomizer life where I attached cartomizers to squonkers. Except back then we didn't call them squonkers, we called them bottom feeders. So I would attach a cartomizer to a bottom feeder and just squonk through the carto and soak the carto and then let go, and I'd have a freshly wet cartomizer at the top of my squonker. It was my favorite. It's my favorite way to vape. Absolutely favorite way to vape. Me too, Sexy King Phil. Me too. I have vaped hundreds of carto tanks, maybe more. I still have the majority of them. Well, here's the thing. Next week we have the Crown RBA base, so maybe next week we can throw the Crown with an RBA on the working Hannah. But tonight, carto tank. Fuck yeah! Shout out to carto tanks for literally getting a lot of smokers to switch. Carto tanks really helped a lot of smokers switch. Delightful. Holy crap, that is delightful. So, look, I think we're winding down to the end of the stream here. Okay, Matthew, you are preaching to the choir, bro. Cartos were way better than Jennies. Jennies are bad. They've never been good. They've always been bad. Always. Cartos were better than the technology that preceded, like the technology that followed up cartomizers, clearomizers. Yeah, ping! Clearomizers were terrible. It was like it was like 4 steps backwards from cartomizers. I remember using carto tanks, and then Go Vape or Got Vape or someone hit me up with their new clearomizers, and they're like, bro, these are way better than carto tanks. It's a clearomizer. You don't have any weird cotton polyfill. It's just a silica wick, and they were bad. They were bad. It was like a step backwards from cartomizers. I know. The iClear 30 was bad. The iClear 16 was bad. The CE4s were bad. You went from cartomizers to CE4s? That's an interesting progression. Look, whatever kept you off cigarettes, I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, I would have preferred if you stayed on cartomizers. I'm just kidding. But whatever works, you know? Whatever works. Whatever works. Once you master the Jenny, it far exceeded for flavor. Yeah, okay. The Jennies, Douglas, look, I will yield to that. The Jennies did have really good flavor. The Jennies had really good flavor because they were just RDAs with a tank on the bottom. That's why they had good flavor. It wasn't that the Genesis had like substantially better. And look, there's a Genesis in there. There's an RSST in that box. We might have to do some stainless steel meshing with some hot RSST action. Breeze Tones, yes, you have no idea how lucky we were to walk into vaping in 2017. 2017 was when the technology was finally like banging. Throughout all of 2015 and throughout all of 2016, I just felt like a beta tester for China. That's what it felt like. Well, let's see if this works. And then they'd send it out to reviewers, and it's like, no, it's terrible. All right, back to the drawing board. I feel like by 2017, we finally started getting some really good vape stuff. Anyway, let's start wrapping this vlog live stream up here, and I think there were some more super chats that came in. Let's get over there. Evaporated milk explosion. That's right. Sewer rug. That's right. Okay, we got New Wave Dave in with the super chat now saying, my cat. A super chat is never going to start off good from New Wave Dave when it starts off with those words, my cat. It's never, my cat is so nice and affectionate. My cat never bothers me. It's always, my cat is a fucking terrorist. My cat just got home from running his hose and keeping his pimp hand strong. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any less. Honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less from you or your cat, New Wave Dave. Appreciate you, bro. Simon says, usually just lurked for many years, Nick. 5 tonight, because why the heck not? Thanks for you and Sam getting me off the darts. Getting off those darts, getting off those durries. Simon, awesome. Bro, thank you for piping up. I love it when people chat up, and thank you for doing it. I'm just happy like that I could have been a part of it. You know, when someone says like, oh, you helped me get off cigarettes, I feel like the most honored that I've ever felt in my life, that I got to help someone do something that is renownedly difficult to do. Feels good, you know? It feels good. I appreciate you, Simon. SoCo checking in. SoCo checking in. Dubious on D's. Shout out to Ron DeSantis. He knows vaping saved Florida. Fuck yeah. See, Ron DeSantis with vaping in Florida, he's doing literally everything right. Literally everything right. And January, 4 years, cigarette free. Mother trucking Southern Comfort, bro. Take a big rip on your series stacked mod for me. Just do it, SoCo. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in. I'm not trying to say this in like a creepy way or anything, but there's some people that I'm used to seeing in the chat. And when I don't see them in the chat, I kind of wonder. I'm like, oh, you know, I hope Southern Comfort's doing okay. You know, hope he's doing good. Usually it's just, you know, regular life, right? Like people have regular lives outside of YouTube. But SoCo, you're one of those people where I'm like, hope SoCo's doing good down there in Florida. Just fist bump it. Get on your hog, ride it, blow a fat cloud, SoCo. Hope you're doing good, man. Shit. That's it. That's it. I think that's it. Did we forget anything? We didn't get to do a review for a thing that never got reviewed, but maybe next week we'll have a light vape mail as well, and we can fit some more stuff in. I think that's it. Let me take one quick look. Man, I am really like buzzing from these beers. Bussing from these beers. Let me take a quick look and make sure I didn't forget anything, old drunk. No. You know, it looks good in here, actually. If you were one of the recipients of the reverse vape mail, please DM me. I know that was for a trade. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, but not before Drip Theory gives me some goddamn homework. Drip Theory says, GrimmGreen, your homework for tonight is Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny by Mr. Bungle. Free on Prime Music if you have it. Drip Theory, I rock some Spotify action. I risk some hot Spotify action. So if I can find Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny and Drip Theory, let me tell you that I am a pretty big Mr. Bungle fan. Like when that first Mr. Bungle album came out, I loved it. I bought it from the BMG. You remember BMG and Columbia House Records, the CD of the month clubs? Yeah. Mr. Bungle, I bought from the CD of the month club. And I still like Mr. Bungle. Come on, squeeze me macaroni. You can't go wrong with that shit. But yes, I will do some homework for Mr. Bungle. Now, was that homework for the whole chat or was that just for me? Okay, homework for the whole chat. Listen to Mr. Bungle. Don't forget about Assignment America. Send me your favorite setups, hopefully on video. Do the CASAA call to action. There's nothing else I'm going to throw in here other than I want to say, what another great vlog. What another great vlog. I love you guys into the ground. I won't forget Tribal Buddha. There's no way that's yours. Oh, shit. I love you guys into the ground. I love vlog day. I prep for this all week. I look forward to this all week. And when I get to do it, it's just the funnest. You are witnessing me at my most happy, most like energetic, best version of myself every Thursday. And thank you guys for kind of bringing that out, you know, to you guys. Appreciate it. I'm going to grab, listen, I'm going to grab this Hannah Mods. I'm going to vape my face off. I'm going to jump in a yo-yo chat with my patrons, and we might goof off again tonight. So, in closing, I will say, we live in America. You know? Jennings, exactly. We live in America. Elected officials work for us. Should I go on another political rant? I'm just kidding. We live in America, and politicians work for us. And if your politicians are not representing your best interests, make sure that they know that they are not representing your best interests. If you live in West Virginia, please hit up Manchin and thank him tremendously for standing against this nicotine tax. He and this other person, don't worry, I'll put links in the description. We can stop this. I believe in the power of the vape industry, and I believe in the power of the vape community. So peace out, you guys. Be excellent to each other. Remember that vaping is at least 1,000 times better for you than smoking. So vape always, smoke cigarettes never. Peace out. Big love. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, where'd the vlog intro go? Oh, it's just gone. What the hell? I don't have a vlog exit. I don't have a vlog exit. Hang on. This will not stand. You can look at my desktop computer. That is a robotic Taylor Swift. All right. Okay, now peace out, bye, be excellent. Yeah, we did it.